They call it the Devil's Triangle, a patch of ocean where planes vanish without a trace, ships disappear, radios go silent, and no wreckage is ever found. But what if I told you that the truth about the Bermuda Triangle is way more shocking than the myths? In this video, we're diving into 15 mind-blowing facts about the Bermuda Triangle, from mysterious disappearances to secret Navy missions, to the surprising reason scientists aren't as worried as you think. Stay with me till the end, because Fact 14 flips the entire mystery on its head. Fact 1. The triangle that isn't official. The Bermuda Triangle is not officially real, at least not on any official map. This infamous zone is usually drawn between Miami, Bermuda, and San Juan in Puerto Rico, forming a rough triangle in the western Atlantic Ocean. It covers about 500,000 to 1.5 million square miles of ocean, depending on who's drawing it. Here's the wild part. It's not recognized as an official region by the US government. You won't see Bermuda Triangle on nautical charts. Organizations like NOAA and the US Coast Guard treat it like any other busy stretch of ocean. So the mystery begins with this. The most famous cursed area on Earth is technically just a nickname. Fact 2. The legend exploded in the 1960s. The Bermuda Triangle became famous because of a magazine article. In 1964, writer Vincent Gaddis published a story in a magazine called Argosy, where he used the term the Deadly Bermuda Triangle. He linked several ship and plane disappearances into one dramatic narrative. Over the next decade, new books and articles repeated the same stories. Each retelling added more drama, mystery, and sometimes less fact. By the 1970s, the Bermuda Triangle was a full-blown pop culture phenomenon. Before that, yes, ships and planes had gone missing in this region, but no one was calling it a supernatural hotspot. The legend we know today. It was built in the media, not discovered in the ocean. Fact 3. Flight 19, the disappearance that started it all. The most famous Bermuda Triangle case is Flight 19. On December 5, 1945, 5 US Navy torpedo bombers took off from Florida on a routine training mission. They were known as Flight 19. What we know, weather, not perfect but not catastrophic. The pilots, trained military aviators, radio logs suggest the leader became disoriented, believing his compass had failed. The group flew further off course, likely running out of fuel over the open ocean. Then, something even stranger, a rescue plane carrying 13 men was sent to look for Flight 19. Within minutes, that rescue plane also vanished from radar. To this day, no confirmed wreckage of Flight 19 has been found. That double disappearance is one of the key stories fueling the Bermuda Triangle's mythos. Fact 4. The USS Cyclops, 306 people, no wreckage. The largest non-combat loss of life in US Navy history happened inside the triangle. In 1918, the USS Cyclops, a huge Navy cargo ship, left Brazil carrying manganese ore and over 300 people. It never arrived at its destination in Baltimore. No distress call, no debris field, no bodies, nothing. Official theories include overloaded cargo making the ship unstable, a possible structural failure in rough seas, sudden storm activity. But with zero confirmed wreckage, the Cyclops became one of the Triangle's OG ghost stories. Before we go on, press that subscribe button and turn on notifications bell.
Fact 5. Planes kept vanishing in the 1940s. In the years after World War II, the Bermuda Triangle saw several high-profile plane disappearances. Some of the most cited: 1948, a Douglas DC-3 with 32 people vanished on a flight from San Juan to Miami. Last radio message: the pilot said he was close to Miami. He never arrived. 1949, a British airliner called Star Aerial disappeared between Bermuda and Jamaica with 20 people on board. Weather was reported as good. No SOS. No wreckage ever found. These stories created a pattern in people's minds. Good weather. Experienced crews. Sudden disappearance. Perfect ingredients for mystery. Even when the ocean has perfectly natural ways of swallowing evidence. Fact 6. One of the busiest oceans on Earth. The Bermuda Triangle sits on one of the busiest travel routes in the world. Think about it. Flights between North America, the Caribbean, and South America. Cruise ships and cargo ships connecting major ports. Recreational boats, fishing vessels, private yachts. More traffic equals more chances for accidents, human error, mechanical failures, storm encounters. Several studies, including reviews by insurers like Lloyd's of London, have found that the accident rate in this region is not significantly higher than in other heavily traveled oceans. In other words, it might seem like everything happens here, because so much happens here, period. Fact 7. The Gulf Stream, nature's conveyor belt. One of the big reasons wreckage is rarely found? The Gulf Stream. The Bermuda Triangle lies directly along this powerful, fast-moving ocean current. It can flow at speeds up to 6.4 kilometers per hour, about 4 miles per hour. That means a piece of debris can be carried hundreds of kilometers in a short time. Oil slicks, life jackets, and floating objects spread out and disappear quickly. Search teams may be looking in the right place, but at the wrong time. So when people say, no wreckage was ever found, it must be paranormal. The Gulf Stream quietly says, "Oh, I just moved it." Fact 8. Sudden, violent weather. The Triangle is a storm factory. This region is known for rapidly forming thunderstorms, waterspouts, tornadoes over water, powerful hurricanes during the Atlantic season. For ships and planes, visibility can drop from clear blue sky to chaos in minutes. Strong winds and waves can overwhelm smaller vessels. Lightning and turbulence can damage instruments and structures. Imagine flying in 1945 with limited radar, basic instruments, and no modern satellites. Getting caught in a sudden storm could make the ocean feel like a supernatural enemy, even when it's just physics. Fact 9. Rogue waves up to 30 meters high. Scientists have confirmed that rogue waves, huge, unexpected walls of water, can form in the open ocean. These waves can reach 20 to 30 meters high, 65 to 100 feet. That's like a 10-story building made of water. In the Bermuda Triangle, with its frequent storms, intersecting wave patterns, strong currents, conditions are perfect for rogue waves to appear. A single monster wave can snap a ship in half, knock a vessel underwater in seconds, leave almost no debris. To a survivor, it would feel like the ocean itself rose up and attacked. To a storyteller, it sounds like a curse. Fact 10. Methane bubbles, cool, but not proven here. One of the most viral explanations for the Bermuda Triangle is methane gas. Here's the idea. Large deposits of methane hydrates sit frozen under the ocean floor. A sudden release of gas can rise through the water. This dramatically reduces water density. A ship could lose buoyancy and sink rapidly. Experiments have shown this is theoretically possible. But there's limited direct evidence that massive methane releases are common in the Bermuda Triangle specifically. Many disappearances can be explained by weather, currents, and human error without needing methane. So methane bubbles are a cool science concept, but not the confirmed master key to the mystery. Fact 11. Magnetic mysteries. Compasses gone wild? You've probably heard that compasses go crazy in the Bermuda Triangle. It's partly rooted in something real. The Earth has regions where magnetic north and true north line up more closely. Historically, sailors noticed compass variations in different parts of the world. But according to modern data, the triangle does not have uniquely dangerous magnetic anomalies. Magnetic variation is well charted and accounted for in navigation. In older times, before precise mapping, even a few degrees of compass error could send ships off course. Today, advanced GPS has mostly killed this fear. So compasses don't usually spin uncontrollably here. But tiny errors used to be a big deal when you're alone in a stormy ocean. Fact 12. Human error and overconfidence. One of the most overlooked mysteries in the triangle is simply, in this heavily traveled area, you'll find tourist captains with limited experience, pilots flying long hours, crews navigating at night or in storms, pressure to stay on schedule even in bad weather. Official reports often list navigation mistakes, poor maintenance, ignoring weather forecasts, Incomplete training. When something goes tragically wrong in a regular part of the ocean, it's called an accident. When it happens inside 3 lines we drew on a map, we call it a mystery. Fact 13. Major agencies don't see a pattern. Some of the most serious organizations on Earth have looked into the triangle. NOAA, the U.S. Navy, the Coast Guard, and global insurers have all reviewed claims about this area. Their conclusions are strikingly similar. The Bermuda Triangle does not show an unusually high number of disappearances. When you adjust for traffic density, the numbers aren't abnormal. Most cases have probable explanations: storms, human error, mechanical failure, or poor records. In other words, the mystery is real in stories and culture. But statistically, the triangle is normal. And that might be the most unexpected fact of all. Fact 14. Selective storytelling built the curse. The Bermuda Triangle's power comes from selective storytelling. Authors and TV shows often focus only on the strangest cases. Skip important details, like storms reported nearby. Ignore incidents that were later solved. Avoid talking about the thousands of safe, boring trips through the same waters. It's like judging a city only by the crimes on the news, and never by the millions of people who live their normal lives there every day. So, is there a mystery? Yes, but it's partly a psychological one. We remember the strange, and forget the ordinary. Fact 15. The real mystery is our need for mystery. The Bermuda Triangle tells us as much about humans as it does about the ocean. We live in a world of satellites, GPS, weather models, black box recorders. But deep down, we still crave the unknown. The idea that there's a place on Earth where the rules break, where ships vanish, planes are swallowed, and logic fails. It's terrifying. And it's irresistible. Most scientists see the Bermuda Triangle as a combination of busy traffic, dangerous weather, strong currents, and human mistakes. And yet, the legend lives on. Because sometimes, we prefer a good mystery over a boring explanation. So, what do you think? Is the Bermuda Triangle just a statistical illusion? Or is there still something out there we haven't explained yet? Tell me in the comments. Which fact surprised you the most? And do you think the triangle is overhyped or genuinely creepy? If you love diving into mind-bending facts like this, make sure you hit subscribe to join the Fact Space crew. Tap the bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive. And share this video with that one friend who still thinks the triangle is 100% supernatural. This is Fact Space, signing off. Until next time, stay curious and never stop asking why.